Hi, Hungries.
Welcome to Dad vs. Dad. This is the Dad vs. Dad podcast. You did it wrong.
You wrecked it.
Yeah.
Yes, you wrecked it.
Do you want to do it again?
Yeah. God damn it, Jeremy. Pathetic. Hi, Hungries.
We're dads.
And this
Do a
is
more enthusiastic one because this will be the actual start.
No, because I'm going to get the other one.
No,
you
do
can
it
cut up
again.
however you want.
Nah, come on, do it again.
Hi, Hungries.
We're dads.
And this is the Dad vs. Dad podcast. How are you, Jeremy?
Oh, shitty.
Why?
Really bad.
Why?
Well, before the show we were talking about unexpected expenses.
Yeah.
I woke up to a very big unexpected expense and someone had stolen like over $700 and spent it on a Steam account from one of my credit cards.
What? No.
Yeah. So that was an awesome thing to wake up to. So
God damn.
started my day before even having a coffee on the phone to the bank and logging into Steam to say I did not make these transactions.
Can you get that back? I think you can dispute
And
it
I
with
will.
the retailer.
It's already
Yeah.
like they're pending transactions, and I've already put up a dispute claim with both the bank and Steam. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely get it back, but I've had to cancel that card so that I don't have a card for up to 10 days. Also, that money I don't have access to for up to 10 days as well. So that's very, very annoying.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, you can go into the bank, but who wants to do that?
No. There's nothing I can do to speed up the process.
So you can't
They can't.
access your account.
Oh, to get... Well, there's nothing in there now anyway. It's been emptied. But they can't... I could... If I put money in there, I could do a cardless cash or whatever. There are ways I can access it. And I can use a PayWave thing on my phone if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very annoying.
Super annoying. You know what's really annoying?
Yeah. What?
So, sorry, did you have more to...
No, how was your week?
Yeah, good. But just on that topic.
What was annoying?
So, recently because my partner got a new job, we started doing the budget again with her income changes and all of that.
Yeah.
And we were going through the bank statement, like trying to work out automatic payments to places. And we're like, hey, what the hell is this payment? Both of us were like, I just can't work it out. It's a name we don't recognize. It's weird. Like, it's not a subscription that we actually accidentally paid for because it was two different amounts.
Yeah.
We're like, what the hell? Once a month, consecutively, too.
Yeah.
So we call the bank and we're like, look, we don't recognize this payment. We have no idea what it is. Look, if it's important, they'll contact us.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we cancelled it. And then right after we cancelled it, we're like, oh, the kids go to after school care on Friday. So, like immediately after. God damn it. And because, like, we don't always have the older boys.
Yeah.
So it was different amounts. Like,
yep.
for fuck's sake. Dickhead.
That's the best.
So annoying.
Yep.
My week was all right. Our babysitter got COVID, so now I'm back working from home to organise that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a fun experience. Had the doctor appointment this morning because I'm checking out my ADHD.
Oh yeah, getting your brain fixed.
Yeah, finally gonna find out if I am a broken man.
Yes, he is mentally disabled. We just need to find out which way.
And I reckon we'll have to find a big. I record music, right? And I haven't been able to finish a recording. I've had an album sitting there for 2 to 3 years now. And then I got to a point where it was ready to go, put vocals on, and I just never finished it. I also did like another album with 10 songs in 10 minutes, like a grindcore thing, and that I'll never get to that either.
At least you get a pod finished every week.
Well, which
Although
is amazing.
You haven't finished the jokes.
If
you've got to do anything on your own, you're not going to get it done.
I don't have a stable enough mind to be able to commit to a subject.
Yeah.
I think we are just so wishy-washy with our subjects, and it's me, because I go, hey, what was that? Hey, another thing.
I'm just going to harass you about those jokes every day until you publish it.
Oh, my dad jokes. See, I didn't even get what you were talking about.
There's 10 as your punishment for ruining that episode.
You need to do push-ups.
No, that
you
was...
denied it. Well, I
Because
declined
that was
doing
a
it.
punishment for something that wasn't even punishment worthy. You just kind of made it up on the spot because you're upset about having to do your dad jokes.
Yeah.
You just wanted something that I had to do.
I can't wait till you screw up. I'm going to make you wear a dress.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good.
Probably like it.
You would.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd flourish.
Yeah.
It'd be you.
It'd be great. It was my new norm.
Yeah. And your long hair would work.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try it.
Shave. I might.
I won't shave.
You will.
No, I shaved one time and it reminded me of why I don't shave.
Baby face?
No. A million chins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And also, I look like
you're
an
losing
alien.
those.
Hey?
You're losing those.
Well, not very quickly.
Yeah, but when you do, you can get rid of it.
When I lose 100 kilos, so when I'm 35 kilos,
Yeah.
I'll be the size of TJ.
Well, yeah. Because I think really you only need to be it if you have many chins or you don't have a strong chin.
No,
And you've got a fine chin. If you've got a weak chin, grow a beard. If you have a fine chin, like us, big fat chins.
I'll just do this all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, and you can shave and look like a normal person.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, that was my world at the moment.
All right.
So I'm going to fix my... See what I mean? Like, how do we get to that? What was the train that...
You talking about your brain is what got us there because your brain messed up the jokes. And
I didn't even know how we got there.
Okay, there's definitely something wrong with you. Let's get it fixed.
Yeah.
Or maybe let's not. I think it might work for the pod.
No, I think it's
So
dangerous.
on pod day, no medication.
We'll do one medicated.
Okay.
I might not be medicated. They might just be
you
like,
might
you're
be
fine.
You're just an idiot.
God, my world will be flipped upside down if there's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Damn. All right. Let's
All right.
flick on a news.
Okay, I have... Actually, this is pretty scary news.
Oh, no.
It is about kind of every parent's worst nightmare. So this woman,
Yeah.
she got a message from the school saying that some strange man who wasn't the kid's father had been picking up the kids from school. And so she's like, her heart's racing.
Yeah.
And they're like describing this person. Hang on, I'll find the description of this person. So they described the man. They said he was tall and stubby, looked like he was very out of shape.
Yep.
His hair was very fragile, and he had a light mustache.
Oh.
And she's like, what? Who? I can't even imagine who this could be. Like, I mean, I have my daughter right now. Who's picking up my daughter from school? Like, and all this, like, can you send me a photo or something? Like, whatever.
I know where this is going. I'm so excited.
So the school sends this woman the picture of the man who'd been picking up her kids. And she realised that was her, but without her wig on.
It's Jada.
Oh,
Spalding.
it was Jada. No, it's some other woman. But yeah.
It's alopecia. Come on.
Oh, imagine that though. And just being told like a very accurate description of what someone thinks of you. Like that's the only way to get a...
Light moustache is
Yeah.
perfect. Oh, God.
That's like Joe List said, like to get an accurate idea of what someone thinks of you. Say, hey, you remind me of me. You look a bit like me. I'm like, oh, no way. Like, okay, I don't look very good. But yeah. Oh.
Yeah, no, I think, I don't even know if I can go there, but Opie's real dad he just randomly started showing up at the old primary school and picking up Opie.
Yeah.
And So a bit of context. Opie isn't my kid. He's not my blood kid. I took him on when he was 6 months old, and he's been my kid since. But his biological dad just started showing up to the school.
Just randomly, like unannounced or?
Unannounced.
Yeah, right.
He wasn't telling us. He wasn't telling Opie's mum.
Yeah.
He would just show up, start talking to him, started giving him stuff like Pokemon cards and like real creepy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I get a message. Opie comes home and he's like, "Oh yeah, I got this from school today. Oh, awesome. Who gave you that? Oh, my real dad." Okay. Who? Oh, Damien. Yeah, so I ended up finding Damien's number and getting in touch and saying, "Hey, I heard you going to the school and you know, we're more than happy that if you want to be a part of his life, we would prefer to know, and so we can, you know, work it in. He's had a weird couple of things going on with mine and his mum's separation and everything else. It'd be really good just to not put more load on the kid."
Yeah.
And it just went so weird so quick. Like eventually, you know, we did meet up. Opie went to Damien's house, and me and TJ went along too. This was before Rusty.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was really friendly and all of this. And then all of a sudden, it just got to a point where I ended up saying, like, "Hey, you're putting in all this effort now. You know, what stopped you the last few years?" And his response was, "Let me get one thing straight. I'm his dad, and you just showed up."
Right.
Like, it got really, really intense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do this. If you want to, you can do whatever you want. I just don't think this is how I want to go about it.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit uncomfortable now.
And that's kind of no. Like, he just showed up. You've been his dad since he was born. The other guy just showed up.
Yeah.
Like, that's not. He hasn't been his dad since he was born, really.
Anyway, so that was it was a very super uncomfortable time where, like, it just, like, even when Opie was hanging out with him, he would Damien would be like, "Oh, just go and ask Kevin." He wouldn't refer to me as dad.
Yeah.
It was too uncomfortable for Damien, which,
Yeah.
like, fair enough. Like, it's a weird thing. Someone else, you meet the dad of your kid. Like, that's, yeah. Anyway, that got really uncomfortable, and yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the stranger showing up at our school.
Yep. Yeah, it's a creepy thing.
Your story was way more comfortable.
That's funnier.
Yeah, wait, yeah. No. I picked it straight away. You were like, "Light moustache." I'm like, "Haha, it's her."
Yeah.
All right, let me grab a news. Aussie recruiter trolled over doll bludge comments, sparking anger from the unemployed. So the idea about this story is there was a employment, like a recruiting agent. So when you go through Job Seeker on Centrelink, you have to apply for a certain amount of jobs.
Yeah.
Like, you have to. And some of it's legit. Like, it's horrible. These people, you have to jump through so many hoops just to get an income. And you have to apply for, I think it was like 8 jobs or something. It's really insane. Anyway, the story was actually about...
But also, you've got the time to... Like, if you've got
do have the
time for
time.
work, you have
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to apply for 8 jobs. That's not hard.
Absolutely. So you do have the time to apply for the jobs.
Yeah.
The recruiter actually... there was a story I read before this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, the story was that the recruiter started dobbing in to Centrelink these people who were submitting these applications that weren't legit. So they'd send through things like, "I'm actually not interested in a job. I just need to fulfill my obligations. Sorry for wasting your time."
Yeah.
And another one who's like, "I only completed year 10 and I've never had any other jobs. I'm not really good at anything."
Yeah.
like absolutely self-sabotaging themselves, so they're not
Yeah.
going to get a job. Anyway, so this recruiter was like, no, you've got an obligation to do this. Like, that's if
Yeah,
you
to
want
get
your
a
money,
job and
do it.
yeah.
So he
And that, to be fair, applying for 8 jobs and giving that application your all is easier than working 38 hours every week.
Not only that, well, have you ever been on Centrelink payments?
Yes.
It's not good money.
No.
It's not sustainable. And you
It
will
can
put
be.
yourself in a severe amount of debt if you were to sit on that payment.
No. You can make it work. You can make it work.
In today's living,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you can.
With
Because I had to while COVID was on and all
okay,
that was
no,
over.
that was job seeker then. This is job seeker now.
Yeah.
So they've dropped the income by like 50%. What was it back then? It was like $1,400 a fortnight.
No. In the most recent ones, $750.
No, it's
fortnight.
$500 a fortnight.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that. If
Yeah.
like, especially if you were to be in a private rental in Canberra, the lowest you will pay is like $360 for like a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
You can, and then
That's a week.
that's a week, and then you
Yeah.
consider you're then having to pay for food cost, petrol
Yeah.
costs,
No, you
electricity,
can't
gas.
that much. Yeah.
There's no way to sustain that living. Why not just apply for the fucking job?
Yeah.
You know, get
Yeah.
a job, work a little bit,
Yeah.
go to Macca's.
Yeah. Move out of mum's place.
No, move back into mum's place if you need to be on job seeker. Because
I
there's
can't
no
imagine they have a place if they're on that. Oh, they could be in a share house.
I'll tell you what, a lot of people that I've spoken to
Yeah.
in a position of work that I do is that.
Right. Why do they think? Yeah, okay.
And when, yeah. So without going into too much, yeah, I don't want to do that. But I think the thing is though, there are the genuine people on job seeker versus the genuine people who are dole bludgers.
Mm.
The people submitting fake applications to fulfill their obligation to get their payments, douchebags. Go and look for a job.
Yeah.
Get off your ass. It's hard. It is hard to find work.
Yeah.
So you sabotaging yourself
Yeah.
is not doing anyone any favors, and it's wasting those other people's times to have to look through multiple applications to see I'm actually not interested.
Yeah. 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 It's very. Yeah. It's annoying to everyone involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're a genuine job seeker who's actually got no skills, I feel for you. Because it's not easy being hopeless. Trust me.
Yeah. And you got quite a good job, even though you're mentally disabled.
Well,
and
I fell into the job that I'm in. Before this, I was doing casual...
I couldn't even get that job, and I'm a genius.
You did say that your favourite thing...
Yeah.
What? Lunch? Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, if you... Like, before going into this job, I was doing casual roles, which was never making anything. It was like, we were broke as.
Yeah.
Actually, like, even to pay our electricity, we had to go through the tribunal because we just couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And a week later, I was working this job and I'm like, cool, we can pay it. We're good
Yeah.
money. But it was like, it makes so much difference when you actually put in the effort to try and get a good job and put yourself out there as an individual who can achieve things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was pushing hard to find a job, didn't take too long.
But I guess as well, we're quite lucky in Canberra.
Yeah.
Like, we are in a good place where there's opportunities everywhere. Whereas if it was like out in the country or something and you're on job seeker,
Yeah.
like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Work at Woolies where it's already full staff?
Yeah, everyone already works there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't live in the country.
I don't even
Silly.
know how you, like, it's either that or the avatars.
How does the country even function?
Well, they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even our stepdad drives like 2 hours a day just to get to
true.
work.
Yep.
So it's, you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't be a doll bludger.
Yeah. So this one, I was going to not bring him, but I thought I'd point out something about it. So,
Okay.
this woman is trying to raise her kids as homosexuals without ever saying gay. I don't know why she had to point out that I'm never saying gay. Like,
What's wrong with the word gay?
I don't know. But,
And why would you raise your kids to be something?
well, that's exactly... She recognized that there's a problem. She calls it heterosexual grooming, where, like, parents will, like, talk about, you know, if it's their daughter, talk about their boyfriends or their future husbands, or like how dad, he's always like, oh, when she's old enough, you're gonna have to get a shotgun, keep all the boys away. Like, she can look after herself. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
like,
Just
whatever.
teach her self-respect. She'll be fine.
Yeah, so he's a bit old school. That is kind of that thing that they're talking about. But, like, so she recognized the problem, and rather than being like, you know what, I'm not going to have this pushing a kid in a direction problem. She's like, I'm going to push her in. I'm going to push my kids in a very specific direction that I want. And I'm going to tailor all of my wording to push them into that direction. Like, rather than just letting them be and avoiding any kind of push in any direction.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't push Vera in any direction. We don't.
She's also 4.
Yeah, she's only 4. But and I never
But
like
as well,
use that kind of language of, you know, if anything, I want to raise her to be single preference.
It
Because
should.
being
I
single's
think
the best.
But it comes down to, like, if you want your kids to be, you got to consider, like, the way that the world has been is like parents want grandkids.
Mm.
You know, like, I'd love to be a grandparent.
I get that.
And I'm not going to say that it's a big controversial point at the moment, being like, men can't have kids. Oh my God, he said what?
What?
Who was it? The guy who might become our PM. Who's that man?
I don't know.
What's his name? He's a Labour boy.
I don't know.
He's not Maury,
I don't know.
not Scotty.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, anyway, they asked a direct question. They're like, can men have kids? And he said no. And people got really upset.
What does he mean by men can't have kids?
As in, can a man have a baby?
Can they conceive one, or can they...
Can they give birth?
Yeah, okay.
And physically, no, we can't. But a man who wishes to be a female,
Yeah.
or a female who wishes to be a man, technically could be pregnant and give birth.
It really depends on how you want to define the language and what lines you want to cut up and that kind of thing. I mean, if you just say, can someone who is born with a penis give birth ever? You can say, no, definitely not.
Can a baby come out of dick?
Yeah, no. No, it can't.
No.
No.
Well, it can. Well,
It maybe can.
it's a thing.
Maybe one day. Seahorses.
Seahorses.
Their babies come out their dicks.
They also get to pick and choose.
I don't think they do pick and choose. I think just the female seahorse gives the male seahorse the babies, and the male seahorse births them.
We have talked a lot about animals on this pod, and I'll tell you what, some of the craziest animal stories about mating and things are the ones that, like, eat the other head
Yeah.
while they're banging.
Yep.
Praying mantis, just like, Angela.
Yeah. Well, because they're hungry afterwards. And that's the closest meal.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think men should. This is what I mean. I'm so.
I don't. Anyway, it's. Yeah, I think that's a silly. But it's the thing. That kind of question is a question that's trying to get a controversial answer. Like that kind of question is just trying to make someone look like an asshole or an idiot. Either like it's not a productive question at all. It doesn't help anyone.
Do you think they're sitting there going, what can I do to piss someone off.
Yeah, pretty much.
And like, because I think I don't really care how you raise your kids as long as they grow up to be good people and part of society and successful and happy
Yeah.
out of everything, right? But you should never have kids, I'm going to raise them to love a penis.
Yeah.
Or, like, it's just, it is what it is.
No, and with Vera, we don't want to push her in any direction. We kind of follow her lead with a lot of things. Like with kind of the foods that she likes, we try and introduce her to better foods and that kind of thing. Well, we do push healthier foods a bit, but like a lot of during her raising, a lot of the things were guided by her rather than us pushing her to do things.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we push superheroes far too much on Rusty.
Yeah.
Like, just everything Batman, and then he turned to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Spider-Man's way cooler than
Don't
Batman.
even.
Way cooler. Yeah.
He's the best.
He has powers.
He's the best.
He has powers.
No, he's the best.
He has powers.
He's the best.
An actual superhero.
Yeah, which makes Batman even
a
more
loser.
No, it makes him even
guy.
more of a badass because he's just a amazing detective. He's a detective over anything. It's not just like, oh, he's a rich guy. No, he's a detective. He's a very, very... No, he's a very, very, very good detective. Spider-Man is the best out of the Marvel guys. He is. He is. But Batman is the best out of DC. And comparing the two,
Why do they have to tell Batman's origin every single movie?
They didn't in the new movie.
They did.
No, they didn't.
But they did.
No, they didn't, and it was amazing.
Fine then.
It's very good because they turned it. It's the Batman, like the new Batman.
Yeah.
Is more like. Did you ever see the movie Seven?
Yeah.
What's in the box? Yeah, that. It's more like. It feels more like that, like a detective movie where there's a bit of action and there's a bit of like crazy stuff, but the whole time you're like guessing and waiting and suspense and very cool.
Okay, that's not what I want from a superhero movie.
Well, no, it's very cool.
Okay.
And it kind of reminds me of, those old, like, I wouldn't say Godfather, but the whole mafia movies.
Yeah.
Has a bit of that vibe in it too.
Okay, I don't want that from a superhero movie.
Well, then don't watch it.
I'm not gonna.
Fucking idiot. It's so good. I can't believe.
It's probably fine.
It's very good.
It might be.
It's very good.
I mean, it's a superhero movie.
No, it's very good. It's not your typical superhero movie in the way that they filmed it and everything. You're not into that stuff. You don't care about that stuff. You're not like,
it's a
superhero the way that they put that
movie.
Glare.
But it's a superhero movie, but not the kind of superhero movie you want to watch if you're in the mood for a superhero movie. So it's the kind of movie that I'm never going to be in the mood for.
Why would you? Aren't you sick of the whole glossy, fantastic movies?
I've only seen like one.
What one?
Iron Man.
Exactly, and that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah,
Same
I saw
with
Ant-Man too.
Ant-Man was great.
Yeah.
How good's Paul Rudd?
He's great.
Yeah. And like the train scene where like...
Is Mad Max a superhero movie?
No.
Fury Road was great.
Fury Road was so good. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll continue watching not superhero movies. I don't know. Anyway, who cares?
Did you watch Joker?
Nah.
What is wrong? Why?
Because I don't like Heath Ledger.
Not...
I know, just... Okay, let's move on before you have an aneurysm.
I have an ADHD attack. What was your news again?
The woman pushing her kids to be homos.
How did we get to Batman? I'm so broken. I don't know what to do.
Oh, because of the PM doing the thing. Someone asking them, can a male give birth, which is absolutely just a question to cause controversy. Anyone asking that question is just asking for someone to give the wrong answer, no matter what
And why
they
would
say.
that? Yeah, it's a
the wrong
sabotage.
to someone. It's either wrong to the team who want them to say yes, or it's wrong to the team who wants them to say no. It doesn't benefit anyone by asking that question. It's stupid.
And it shouldn't matter what someone says as an answer either.
Yeah, because obviously a trans person who was born without a penis can have a baby.
Do you remember when you could say something and someone could have a different opinion and that was cool?
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
The Batman conversation.
Yeah. I'm not offended. I'm not going to cancel you on Twitter.
You might.
I might. I haven't tweeted since my first tweet, so I might start a cancel Jeremy the Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I might tweet something.
Yeah.
I might tweet something. You had another news?
I did.
What was your other news?
Okay.
Less controversial this time, please.
How funny would it be if I went back into that same news because of ADHD brain?
You just forgot. That'd be great.
Okay, this one, it's a little interesting and a little political.
Ooh.
Ugh. And I'll find out how patriotic you are.
Ooh.
Oof. So, the headline is, and I don't think I'm going to go into the article because I didn't. I read
Okay.
a little bit and it was just
That
based
doesn't
on
matter.
opinions, whatever. It starts as, why would I? Young people locked out of housing market wouldn't fight for Australia.
What?
So, with the Ukraine war
Yeah.
and all of that, they're saying that if Russia were to invade Australia,
Yeah.
would you fight for your country?
No. I wouldn't anyway. I'm not fit to fight.
I'm not very good at
I'm not fit
things.
enough.
But would you...
But that doesn't mean I don't support people who would defend it.
I'd support people who would defend it.
Yeah.
I think anyone who's willing to fight for our country would, I'd definitely support them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'd probably I'd be on the other end of the phone go, yeah, go.
And you know what? Give them a house. They've earned it. Give them one. I don't care. I've been locked out. Give them one. You know.
I think, I genuinely don't
Why is that?
disagree with the people saying people locked out, not wanting to fight.
Yeah, it's kind of like, why would you fight for a country that's kind of left you homeless? And
Yeah, the thing is,
Yeah.
it's that whole thing of why would you fight for a country if we're looking at the way that that Australia is at the moment? We have people who aren't able to buy houses who are in their young age.
Yeah.
Things are much harder for our demographic
Yeah.
for people in their 30s and lower. It is much harder to get into that sort of market.
Yeah.
We're still paying the full prices of rent. We're still paying for other people's mortgages and everything else, but we can't get in. But then there's also the increased prices of petrol. There's also the increased prices of food. There's also all of the other stuff going on.
Yeah.
We don't have good political leaders.
Yeah. But they could also, propaganda and stuff. They could be like, well, the food prices are high, and the petrol prices are high, and the housing prices are high because of Putin. Come fight for us. They'd twist it in a way to encourage these people who hate their country to fight for it.
See, I don't believe that.
Yeah, it's too much internet and...
Yeah, we're all a bit too dialed in at the moment. I mean, back in the day, it would have been fine. And all the boomers they didn't have the internet, so whatever was on the news was like, oh my god, see what they said on Sky.
The thing is, propaganda does still work a lot, and maybe even more than ever. It can, through memes and through the internet and that kind of thing, a lot of large groups of people can be persuaded to think a certain way or believe a certain thing.
Cancel culture
that
and
kind of
everything
thing.
else, yeah.
A lot of fake news gets spread around and that kind of thing. You can't, that's all propaganda. That's the same as...
Well, it is. And you know what? One thing that I thought was really interesting was TikTok. the way that they've marketed TikTok in certain countries. So apparently in China, the marketing for TikTok was more about like learning how to do things and, doing all of that.
Yeah.
Whereas in America, it's stupid dances. And I think in Australia it's comedy because I get a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
So, not that I'm on TikTok often enough. By the way, we're on TikTok.
I've never seen it either. I don't know what's on our TikTok. I've never seen me on TikTok. So that's exciting though.
I haven't posted since like episode 3.
Don't tell them that. You wanted to visit.
Nah.
Oh,
visit. I'm not good at things.
No.
I've got a few days off coming up. I might do a bunch of cutting and what have.
Yep.
Yep.
I find I always look at this camera because I can see it like this one. It's a mystery.
I know.
I don't look at that one much.
Well, I mean, we're both on it, so if we're ever in a thing where we have to do like group things, then this is the one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I personally wouldn't fight for the country. I don't feel as though I'm patriotic enough. I don't believe in Australia the way that it was when I was growing up.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter how good of a country it is. Like, I love Australia a lot. I'm not willing to fight for any country. I'm not willing to pick up guns and go into battle. I'm not.
I don't like them.
I'm not a fighter.
No.
I wouldn't fight for anything. Like, even at workplace, if someone came in with a gun, hand over all the money. Like, here you go. I'll go get some more for you. There's some in the safe out the back. Open that up for you. Here you go.
Company car keys.
Yeah.
You got some mates who can come around and help you?
He didn't even have a gun. He just had his finger pointed at me. I'm like, yeah, okay. There you go. I ain't fighting you.
Yeah.
Like, even if someone threatened to punch you in the face, if you don't hand over the till, I'm going to punch you in the face. Here you go. Hey. I'm not taking a punch for my job. So I'm not going to... And, my job pays me every day.
Yeah.
Every week or whatever.
Yeah.
They support me.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. And they are a good workplace. And I'm not willing to take a punch for them. I'm not willing to go out and take bullets for the country.
Who doesn't pay you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Well, they do a bit.
If you were forced into contributing to Australia during the war, knowing that you're not a fighter, what would your skill set be? How would you help Australia?
Oh yeah, like if I could probably help build some tanks or something. I'd be happy to do that.
Like a mechanic guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Or even because I do a lot of, I could do some like admin stuff for them. Find out which tanks are going where and who needs tanks. And
check their insurance policies. And
yeah. We need 30 planes in WA. Or
I think I'm a nice guy, so I'd probably just be on the phone like an empathetic listener. Yeah, it sounds really hard.
Your house is bombed.
That's really sad. I can hear that you're hurting right now. Yeah.
Or you could also be the propaganda maker. Like, hello, Australia. I know it's pretty hard right now, but it's time to pick up your boots, pick up your gun. Come on, 13-year-olds, off to the battlefield.
Yeah. I'd be horrible at propaganda. I'd start here and end here, and people would be like, "What are we fighting?"
And actually, maybe it'd be okay to join Putin's side because he does have a good point. And who knows? It might not be us versus Putin. Might be us versus Ukraine. I don't know what side ScoMo's on. Who knows?
He's all over the shop as well. I mean, he does make some pretty fun choices.
Yeah.
That I think he may actually cause us into a war in like...
Oops.
Yeah. Oops.
Okay. Well, it's not like he doesn't have a nuke button. Is the thing. Like, we don't have nukes.
I don't know if that's like a incredible choice. Like, I feel personally, I feel it's a great thing because of the damage that it does. You know who actually put that in place? Peter Garrett.
What do you mean?
The no nukes for Australia.
That's been a thing since nukes were a thing.
Yeah. And Peter Garrett got the whole thing to go around saying, no, we don't want nukes in our world.
Oh, well, they maybe going to bring them in because like it's been a thing. So he
Well,
just
how long
fought to
was it-
continue it.
When were nukes introduced? Oh, they would have been back in the 40s.
World War II.
Yeah. So maybe it wasn't Peter Garrett. But I know he did a thing. He did a campaign for Australia to say, no, we don't ever want to be a nuke.
Yeah, there might have been
Place.
discussion about building them or whatever. but
Yeah.
okay. And also nuclear energy because we do have a lot of uranium apparently.
Have you heard the new Midnight Oil album?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go off track.
I've heard a little bit.
It's not bad.
Anyway,
It's okay. I've got
I don't know if you've got more news.
the last news, which
Okay.
goes into our bit. But
Oh, the good bad school thing. Yeah, okay.
yeah, okay. So
I think the good bad school thing I think will be less of a discussion than we've had on every news topic.
it's funny that the news is just us rambling.
Well, it is. I mean, most podcasts are just two guys rambling. It's just that we bring in topics to ramble about.
They go into complete different tangents.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's the bands. People are here for the bands.
I hope you're here for the bands.
They're not here for the cutting edge news.
What was your ice penis thing?
Frozen penis thing.
Yeah. Okay.
In Chinese Olympics. Anyway.
Okay. So a school here in Canberra has been described like a war zone.
Wow.
Yeah. So speaking of war and stuff, so WorkSafe ACT has banned year 7 and 8 students from attending classes at Corwell High School following shocking revelations that staff are being swore at, assaulted, and subject to sexualized behavior.
Wow.
So I don't know if
what?
have you met anyone from Corwell High?
No. I
They're-
don't talk to many high schoolers.
Even my age group people from Corwell, rat bags.
Right.
They're good, some of them. Like the mates that I've had are great dudes, but
Yeah.
they're rat bags.
But even when I went to school, I mean, I know kids who swore at teachers from time to time.
Yeah, but it's...
Kids who smoked in class.
Oh, yeah, you were part of those guys.
Well, I did smoke in class once.
Did you?
Yeah. We had a substitute and they had a TV on and I was at the back of the classroom. It was fun. But
I was such a good kid in school. I never did... Like, I was in the music room being like,
Oh, you
let's
were
play
straight edge,
Metallica. No, because I was straight edge until Dad let us drink.
yeah,
Yeah. No, because you used to hang out with... I remember where I was at the school, like where my friends hung out, we would look over and see you and your mates sneaking behind walls and smoking and doing all naughty stuff. One time I watched one of your friends just get thrown down a hill in a trolley.
yeah.
Like, I think you ended up... That was the group that you were around when you started smoking weed.
Yeah.
I never smoked weed in high school. I never, like, even my adult life.
I only did in high school. Then adult life, I'm like, yeah. Like I do think
Yeah,
adults
into it.
smoking weed is so cringy. Like I
Yeah.
think kids try it, give it a go.
Kids?
Not,
what
not
age?
little kids.
What age?
Like high school,
If
college.
If my kids came home smoking weed, I would not be stoked.
You don't have to be stoked about it, but they're
No,
gonna.
No, I would prefer that if they're adults in a mature setting and they can, like, delve into whatever it is that they're going to do.
That's cringy when adults smoke weed. Come on, grow up.
I have
What
only...
are you, a high schooler?
I was never into it.
Yeah, I know.
I think I got turned off all drugs and whatnot from a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Just doesn't interest me. And even now I've got mates who like still smoke weed. And
Yeah.
I just
I hate it.
whatever.
I'm going to hear about people our age. Or even, I'm just
I
like,
mean-
ugh. What are you doing?
Is that why you hate Seth Rogen?
Oh, yeah, he's the worst. But not just because of his weed stuff. He's also just,
I hate
he
weed
has the
humor.
worst opinions. Oh, yeah, weed humor's always bad. And it always has been. Cheech and Chong was never funny.
Oh, it was funny.
No, it wasn't funny.
Fucking vodka, man. That was good.
No.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
People
wasn't
getting
great.
stoned is not funny.
No.
People, no, weed humor is not funny. I don't like it. I just think it's dumb.
Yeah.
I've never been into it. I've always thought that. I don't know. Probably too depressed to smoke weed. I'm just a sad boy instead.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, what was the worst thing that happened at your school? In your school? What was one thing that happened that was like a horrible, horrible experience?
Teacher getting fired for diddling kids.
Whoa! Really?
Yeah. I don't know if... I think he might have just hooked up with one of the girls and, he got fired, ended up working at a servo station nearby. A drama teacher, of course.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Was that in high school?
Yeah.
Ew. I don't think we had anything like that. I feel like the worst that happened was a kid. Actually, a really sad thing happened.
Yeah.
Worst thing that happened while I was there was a kid whose mum just died. Had his mum's last message to him on a tape in his bag.
Yeah.
Some kids stole his bag and started throwing it around and smashed the tape.
That'd be upsetting.
Yeah, the kid left the school. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Like, the saddest thing. I thought about that recently and almost cried. It's so sad. Poor dude.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't even remember the kid's name, but yeah, that haunts me.
Yep.
All right, we're going to talk about birds.
But yeah, so today's game is going to be I don't know what you even call this kind of game. The bird naming game. We're going to take turns naming birds. If you or whatever, or take too long, you lose.
Can we do
Or
rock,
if you
paper,
repeat
scissors to
a bird.
decide who gets first?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because
What?
I know you're going magpie. I'm going to steal it.
All right. Ready? Magpie.
Cassowary.
Booby.
Peacock.
Tit.
I lose. How did you get
Oh, that was so quick. Because they were the best two.
Are they even birds?
Yes.
No.
Yes, they are. My next one was going to be pelican.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Seagull.
Yeah.
I got cassowary. I was so impressed.
I was going to go penguin. You're really bad at bird game. That makes me dad of the week. I expected that to go on a lot longer. All right. 6. You are falling behind.
I'm really sad at that. That was dumb. It's
Yeah,
my stupid brain.
You did so bad. Yep. All right. Well, next week we can maybe do the same game, but you can pick
I'll still mess it
species or
up.
an animal or whatever.
I'll still mess it up.
Okay.
It won't matter.
We'll do something different then.
We're going to have to do something physical.
No.
Because you were very bad at cards.
Yeah.
And I was...
To be fair, left-handed. You were right-handed.
well, yeah, we'll do
cheated.
it again.
Anyway.
I didn't cheat. You did it. In fact, I think that's the thing that made me do the jokes.
All right. It's time to see how fat we are. All right.
I'll start first.
You're going to go first? All right. Up he gets.
That's
All
me
right.
stripping off.
Yep. Well, at least you're looking better naked already.
Thank you.
133.4. Whoa.
Whoa.
You're lower than when you started.
133.4.
That's huge.
Write it down really quick. Wait.
133.4. That is amazing, Kevin. Good work.
3.3. What am I doing? I'm struggling.
Yeah. Three is kind of like an E, but backwards. There you go.
What was I before? I was too quick to get rid of it.
God. 135 something. Oh, we do need to know what it was.
135.1.
I think it was point. Yeah. Okay. What? 102.1.
102.1. 102.1. Okay, which means that I'm the least fat guy in the room today for lost weight. I've lost the most weight, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so I lost 400 grams.
I lost. Let me calculate this because I'm not very good at maths. 135.1 minus 133.4. 1.7.
Good effort.
Thank you. You know what?
What?
I'll win a challenge one of these days, and then we'll be catching up because that's you're 2 in front. Anyway, I'm really stoked with that.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you for finally being under your starting weight.
Yeah, that's really cool.
From the beginning, you've lost 600 grams since we've started. And I've lost a bit over 3 kilos. Almost 4 kilos.
Well,
Yeah.
cool. Good on you.
And I haven't had like a perfect week of eating well since we started. Every week I've had at least 1 or 2 days where I've just eaten KFC or snacked or something like that.
You know what? I think mine this week was to do with because I was working in the office for most of it.
Yeah.
I've just been having Cruskets.
Yep.
With Vegemite on them.
Oh, mate.
4
I'm getting Cruskets in my next shop.
4 Cruskets with Vegemite.
Yeah.
And 10 almonds.
Yep.
Is my lunch.
Oh, that's lunch.
That's lunch.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, because I'll have cereal in the morning.
Yeah.
Probably could do better with breakfast, but I don't. Anyway, if I do cereal in the morning, crappy Cruskets for lunch.
Yeah.
And then I'll come home. Hopefully don't overeat because I'm starving.
Yeah.
Then I lose weight.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
I'm doing it. It's working. Good.
All right. I'm going to have to step up my game. I'm
I'm going to add it anyway. I'm going to add it back because I'm going to Queensland this weekend. And
Oh, yeah. We are. Yep. It's going to be a big weekend. A growing big weekend.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's about it from us. We didn't have an email this week, but just reminding everyone, we are after parenting stories or, anything you've done weird as a parent or funny you've done to your kids or something that happened to you that was funny when you were a kid that your parents did or even like school stories.
Yeah.
Weird stuff going on with your school or whatever.
I think anything that has to do with just good emails. Sorry, I had a thought. It's gone.
Kid and parenting related stuff. We'd love to hear from you all. It is dadversusdadpodcast@gmail.com is where to send those emails.
And if you just feel like writing in and telling us how much you love us or hate us or you hate Jeremy and love me or vice versa, anything's possible.
Yeah, we need some more hate, and we'd appreciate that. And if you'd like more Dad vs. Dad content, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/dadversusdadpodcast.
Or instagram.com/dadversusdadpodcast.
And for the full video episode and some extra bonus content, you can find us on patreon.com/dadversusdad.
And lately that's had some uploads of the infamous James Edmonds. And it was really good. I love that there's just like so much ramble on that next ep. I can't believe there's only 2 eps.
There was 8. There was 8 under the weather episodes.
Where are they? What happened?
They were on an old hard drive on an old computer. And that computer no longer exists.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bummer, dude.
I managed to find the other two because I did email them to someone. So I went through my email history and I
Yeah.
found those two.
Yep.
I'm sure I sent the other 6 to someone somehow, but I don't know. I don't remember how, so I can't find them.
Yeah, okay.
But they were pretty funny too. Anyway, if you want to hear those 2 episodes of Under the Weather featuring James Edmonds, you can find those on our Patreon right now. I might make some more current episodes.
Hey, did you take your jumper off when you weighed?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even look at you. I was too excited.
yeah. I was completely naked.
Oh, of course
as
you were.
Always.
Yeah. Too focused on my own nudity.
Yep. Anyway, bye, Hungries.
We've been dads.